Alright guys, it's Mr. Lynch coming back at you with another great math video. In this lesson, 4.2a, we've finally gotten into 4.2, guys. We're getting into substitution, another way to solve a system of linear equations. Now, substitution is one of my favorites, but it is not my favorite way. Now, substitution is pretty easy, but first let's graph this. Alright, we got two equations, y equals 3x plus 2 and y equals negative 5x. So let's graph these real quick. Alright, we're just going to solve by graphing like we always have. So, graphing this first equation up here, our y-intercept is 2, and we have a slope of 3, which means rise over run. Rise is 3, run is 1. We're going to go up 3 and over 1. Up 3 and over 1. And now let's draw this line. That looks about right. Doesn't it? No, that looks a little bit off. This point as well. Oops. This point as well, and that point. Let's just get a few more points in here so I can make sure that our line will be straight and go through all of them. And it's close enough. Actually, I thought that was spot on. Wow. Alright. Then our other equation is negative 5x. So we're going through the origin because it doesn't give us a y-intercept. We're going to go right 1 and down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. So now, let's draw this line in here. Oh man, this one is going to be a challenge. Alright, does that go through? Yes, it does. There's our line. Now here's the thing, guys. Do you know what this point is where they intersect? No. Nobody can. We don't know exactly what that is. I mean, we could take a guess, but it's probably not going to be right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to say, well, we're given a value of something, or we can find a value of one of these variables in terms of the other one. Then what we're going to do is we're going to plug it in, and we're going to see. Pretty straightforward stuff, guys. So, like, look at this one. Find the value of each shape. So if a square is 5, then we know that 2 circles plus 5 is 25, which means that 2 circles are equal to 20, so 1 circle must be 10. Alright, let's look at the next one. Ooh, 2 circles plus a square is 18, and a circle plus a square is 10. Well, let's get this in terms of a square. Alright, so a square is what? Well, a square is 10 minus a circle. Okay, so now let's take this 10 minus a circle and we'll plug it in for this square here. So we get circle plus 10 minus a circle gets us 18. So we get a circle plus 10 is 18, which means a circle is 8. Easy! Well then, 8 plus a square equals 10. A square must equal 2. Do you guys see what we're doing here? We're trying to determine the value of one shape in terms of another. So like down here, where we're given 2 circles plus a square, let's get that in terms of a square. So 1 square is equal to 17 minus 2 circles. That looks like it's 17 minus glasses. 17 minus 2 circles. Okay. So then, let's plug that in up here. We get 1 circle plus 2 circles plus 17 minus 2 circles plus 17 minus 2 circles equals 20. Well, right here, look at this. We have 2 circles minus 2 circles, so let's get rid of those. So we're left with 17 plus 17 minus a circle minus a circle. So 34 minus a circle equals 20. Well, let's subtract this 20 and we'll add the 2 circles. So subtract the 20, we get 14 minus 2 circles equals 0. Which means 14 is equal to circle plus circle, which means that 1 circle must be equal to 7. And if one circle is 7, 17 minus 7 minus 7, well, that means that a square is 3. Do you guys see how we're doing this? I want you guys to try number 4. All right, in this case, you might want to get it in terms of triangle. So a triangle is 8 minus a square. See what happens there. Let's do this one. Now, one easy thing we can do here, guys, is in number 5. If you look at this, we can divide this in half, actually. Right? Because 2 stars plus 2 triangles is 26. Those are all even amounts. So we get 1 star plus 1 triangle equals 13. Now let's get this in terms of a star so we can see what a triangle is worth. Well then, what did I just do there? A star is 13 minus a triangle. So let's plug that in up there. We get 13 minus triangle plus 13 minus triangle is 16. Which means 26 minus 2 triangles is 16. Let's add the 2 triangles to the other side. So we get 26 equals 16 plus 2 triangles. Well, then we get 10 is equal to a triangle plus a triangle, which means a triangle must be 5. Okay, that makes sense. So if a triangle's 5, then a star is 13 minus 5, which means a star must be 8. Does that add up? Do 2 stars make 16? They do. We found our answer. I'll let you guys do number 6. Remember, get it in terms of 1. Now, look here at 7. They give us that a square is 2 circles, which means we got 1 circle plus 2 circles plus 2 more circles is 30. Well, 5 circles is 30. Well, that means that a circle has to be 6. And if a circle is 6, then a square is equal to 6 plus 6, which means a square is 12. Do you guys see what's going on here? I hope you guys do. Oh man, look at this. 2 circles equals a triangle plus 4. Or 2 triangles plus 4. Now, do you see that there's 2 circles here? Now what we can do is we can say that this becomes 4 triangles plus 4 equals 16. Which means we have 4 triangles equaling 12. Which means that 1 triangle must be 3. I'll let you guys finish solving. So guys, draw a picture for each of these equations with shapes, and then find the value of each shape. Alright? If you guys want to, what you guys can do is you guys can just solve this. Alright, so we know that y must be 4. Which means you can plug that in for y up here. And we get 3x plus 2 times 4 equals 41. Which means 3x plus 8 equals 41. Which means 3x is equal to 33. Use your shapes and see. Now remember, each shape represents a variable. Okay? So in this case, we can make x circles, and we can make y squares, or whatever shapes you guys want to. Drawing this out, we have 2 squares is equal to 8, and we have 3 circles plus 2 squares equals 41. Do you guys see how this connects to the algebra? I really hope you guys do. Alright, let's go x plus 3y equals 41, and x plus 2y equals 32. So, circle plus 3 squares equals 41, and a circle plus 2 squares equals 32. Now, let's get this in terms of a circle. So a circle must then be equal to 32 minus 2 squares. So then we're going to take this 32 minus 2 squares, and we're going to plug it in right here for this circle. So we're going to say 32 minus a square plus a square plus a square plus a square equals 41. Well, if I subtract 2 squares and I add 3 squares, I'm going to be left with 1 square. So we're going to go 32 plus square equals 41. Well, if I subtract 32 from both sides, we know that a square must be 9. And if a square is 9, then a circle is equal to 32 minus 9 minus 9, which means that it is equal to 32 minus 18, which means a circle is equal to 14. Alright, so guys, this was just an introduction. I want you guys to try these challenges. I think you guys can do them. You're going to need 3 shapes. But, guys, each variable is just a shape. All we got to do is see what one shape is equal to in terms of another shape, and then plug that in where we see the other shapes in the other equation. We cannot plug it back into the same equation. If we plug it back into the same equation, we're just going to get 0 equals 0. Alright? So, guys, as always, make sure you hit like, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you're ringing the notification bell so you guys can see these videos as soon as they come out. As always, guys, we'll see you soon.